Hey guys, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the transformation because somebody a couple of days ago asked me, so what kind of transformation are you talking about? What kind of transformation are you offering to people in terms of being a transformational guide and mentor? And that got me thinking that that's a good question, and I want to bring it to you guys. I want to bring you the question and the answer in a way. And in the meantime, we will be doing intuitive messages because those of you who find that message, cannot make that up. Those of you who found this message, you finally start to realize that something in your life has to change because you're so fed up with the old ways of being, but perhaps you don't know where to start or you don't know where do you begin. And then messages start coming to you, or people mentioning certain books, certain podcasts, certain teachers or sources. And as I said, it was 111, that it starts finding you. Because as I was sharing a little bit of my story, I said, that during my transformation in my life, during my transformation and, oh, sorry, I got a message. And that process of spiritual awakening, hierophant there, and like finding my way back to God. I was never disconnected. No one is, but there was an illusion of disconnection, right? Or not even in my case. It was not an illusion of disconnection. There was just basically a belief that there was no connection to God. But hear me out. I did perceive God from that institutional religion lens, which I was very much against of, because I'm not a institutional religion. I'm not a religious person. I never was, not am, and again I keep saying that I'm most likely sure that I will not become one of the institutionalized religion members. And my vision of God was basically that, and I was against it, right? Because I believed in a higher power, but I knew it is not what they tell you in church, basically. But anyway, where do I begin? Yeah, someone asked me about the transformation, and how do you begin? Where do you begin? And in my personal experience and the teachings that I have found is that you need to start becoming aware that something is not right. So when you have like those clings moment within you that something doesn't feel right, is that how I'm supposed to live my entire life? Is that what happiness is? Like, what the fuck? I don't think that is how life is meant to be, in constant struggle or in constant self-doubt or in constant criticism from others, gaslighting, toxicity. Even though I don't like that word much, gaslighting and toxicity, but I'm just giving you because for the lack of better word, just to give like a concept of what I'm talking about. Cheers to life, guys. Becoming aware that something in life has to change is already the first step. But what I have noticed and came to this realization that awareness is only step one, because being aware of a problem or being aware that the way of you living your life is not going to take you far, but not doing anything about it is not going to really change anything in your life. Like, you need to be willing to transform who you are today into a version of you of who you truly are. Meaning by transformation, I mean, is like going through this metamorphosis of going back to your true self. I hope it makes sense, because there was a time in your life, in my life, in everyone's life, and guys, I talk only about the things that I have experienced myself. Here we go, my brother Wind, thank you, confirmation that I do talk only about the things that I have gone through personally. I'm not going to sit here with a cup of coffee and preaching you about things that I have read in a book but have not gone through them. Okay? So every single message that I'm bringing to you guys, it is because I know from my personal experience that those things that I'm talking about, they are possible, or how to overcome certain things, or how to deal with certain things. And I'm telling you, the awareness is number one, but you already know that. But then if you need to be willing, like even in my, even where did I put it? I think it's like in my bio. I think it's in my bio that I specifically mentioned that I'm willing to work with people who are ready for a change, who know and certain and determined to change something about their life. Because if you come in this space of, let's call it healing or transformation, like comment like with that kind of energy of being wishy-washy, or like, oh, I don't know, I kind of want to change my life, but I don't want to do anything about it. Like I have decided for myself that I don't want to work with people like this, because you know what? Not only it's the waste of my time and energy, but it's I'm not saying it's you. But it is the waste of time and energy of that person who is like making a first step, but then kind of like backing up because they chickened out in a way, right? Because I require people to come out of their shell. I require people to look within and being ready to look inside the uncomfortable parts of you, the shadow parts of you, the hurting parts of you that you've been trying your entire life to run away from, to suppress, and to numb. And when I work with people, I make them uncomfortable. Not like in a malicious way, no. But you need to realize that until you are courageous and bold enough to stop running away from your fears, to stop running away from your pain, and actually turn around and look it in the eyes and give it attention, give it love, and give it acknowledgement. Because the shadow is not something that has been labeled as like, oh, inner demons, inner like bad stuff, right? That you kind of like feel shameful about it. No, your shadow self wants your acknowledgement. It wants your love, wants you to see it, recognize it, and hold it. Give it a hug. And let it know, because your shadow self is your little boy or girl who just wants to be seen, loved, and nurtured. So again, I didn't know where this message is going to go and how it's going to go. All I knew is that I got this download that, probably because usually before I record messages, I usually ask Spirit, what do you want me to talk, if I don't have a very clear download already that I'm like rushing to record you guys messages. But when I'm uncertain and when it's kind of like in the making, like the downloads are still cooking in the oven basically, but I feel that like little nudge after little nudge that like I want to record a message, because I don't want to record messages all the time, nor do I schedule them, nor do I force them out, because I've learned that if I'm trying to force a message out, it's and I'm not in flow, that will not be a good message, and I will not post it regardless. I'll just waste my time and energy. So I've learned to just listen to my inner guidance, to listen to my inner knowing. And today I had that feeling that, because like originally I just wanted to go out and drink some coffee and enjoy the rain. But then I had those nudges to record a message. And then I asked, so what should I talk about? And then I heard, what did you talk yesterday with that person? Because if you guys saw that last message that the recent, not last, but recent message that I posted, it was about me sharing with you that I started a journey of giving it another chance another chance, because I tried it many times and it didn't work out, and then I like took a massive, very long, like a couple of years break from dating apps, and then I decided to give it a chance. And I was talking to someone about what did we talk about? We did talk about transformation. We did talk about, like the healing journey, the transformation journey, and like that conversation was interesting. And then I had that thought yesterday, I should make a video about it, not about me talking with this gentleman, but about that concept, right? Like, what is the transformation? Like, how does it work? And where do you begin? Because in the context of that conversation, there was just like, oh, I wish there were mentors, or I wish there were like guides. And I'm like, but there are, you just haven't asked. There are guides. There are people who are helping in healing, in transforming, in guiding, in like helping the person see the new version of themselves before that person can see themselves. You just need to ask, and that is where the connection with God kicks in, that you, like, step by step, if you ask for help from the divine, if you ask for help from creation, like, the right resources will find you. Someone will talk about a book, someone will send you a link to a podcast, or you will be just randomly, doom scrolling or just checking out YouTube, and then the video will be like, oh, like you almost will feel like it's illuminated, that you, like, your finger almost like feels magnetized to click on it without you understanding why. This is all synchronicities. But anyway, when you are ready to change something in your life, you need to realize that it requires a lot of work, a lot of self-work and willingness to give up your old identity, for those of you who know me, by the way, for those of you who know me and you're a returning viewer, subscriber, welcome back, guys, and thank you so much for entrusting me with your love, with your energy, with your presence. And for those of you who are new, welcome to my channel, here for a reason. That message did find you definitely for a reason, that you were meant to hear, if not the whole parts of it, but some parts of it are for you. The message doesn't have to resonate with you entirely, and if it doesn't resonate completely, it's okay. Don't force anything onto your story. There will be a message that will resonate with you, either from another source or another of my messages, like whatever fits, whatever makes you feel good in the messages that you are receiving. So never force anything onto your personal story, okay? Just want to be clear. Yeah, so anyway, I just wanted to welcome and thank you, all of you guys, for being here. I'm truly grateful for your presence, for your love, and for your beautiful energy. My intention is that this message finds those who are ready to come back to themselves. That is my intention. If you're ready, even unconsciously, like if there are nudges within you that you don't fully logically can explain, but you are following them, that message will find you exactly at the right time, exactly at the right place in your journey, okay? And my intention is that this message finds you when you are ready to do something about your life, in order to go back to yourself and start living from a completely different place of identity. And what I was saying about that identity is that those of you guys who know me, I'm a big fan of this show, The Chosen, and again, this show found me in very beautiful synchronicity, and from there my connection to Christ consciousness began. my learning of the teachings of Yeshua began. And again, keep in mind, no religion, nothing, it's not coming from that. I still am very much against churches, most of them. I'm not saying that all of them are not good intended. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying my experience with witnessing the religious leaders and the organized religion, right? Like the organized in terms of the structure of churches, like has been negative. So I'm not supporting that, but I'm supporting faith. I support belief. I support trust in God, trust in creation, surrendering to the will of God. That I support so much because I have embraced in my own journey like that trust in the divine and knowing that God has your back, that God, creation, all that is, source, whatever you call it, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you call it. That it does indeed have your back, and it does help you on so many levels, like even if sometimes you cannot recognize it while you are in this midst of it all, right? But as I keep learning and evolving, I understand that God is always there for you, always there, will always be. You're never alone. You have a whole team, you have a whole gang of angels supporting you and guiding you. You just need to, to be in the place, in the mental space where you allow yourself to be quiet enough to listen to that guidance, okay? But anyway, where I was going with that. Anyway, faith is incredibly powerful and important on your journey of coming back to yourself, because the moment, like either way happens, like the moment you find your way back to yourself, you find way to God, or the moment you connected to spirit, creation, source, all that is God, you will find your way back to yourself, because you and God are one. We are all one with Creator. We are all one with all that is, and all that is God. It's just different names, right? But what I was saying is like about transformation, oh yeah, that show, sorry, it was ground shaking for me, The Chosen, that, as I was speaking about you needing to be willing to shed the old identity in order to transform and be reborn into your new identity, which is very rewarding. Like that scene from The Chosen where Yeshua was talking with a Pharisee, Rabbi Nicodemus, who believed, right? Who saw the miracles and believed that Yeshua is the Messiah. And you know how Yeshua said in that scene, and I truly don't know if that's if that is how, because I didn't read the Bible that closely, but that scene was so powerful for me, and it was enough for me to understand the analogy. So he said something, and don't quote me on that, but he said something because Yeshua called Rabbi Nicodemus to follow him, and Nicodemus was like, but where, like what, like what are you offering me? And Yeshua said, I understand you have a lot to lose, and you will have to lose your current identity completely to be reborn into a new identity. And I was like, oh my God, if you put that metaphor like into like the day to day, like that applies in terms of like being reborn again, like going through this rebirth and transformation in terms of, like the phoenix, burning the old identity and being reborn into a stronger and more and my phone ran out of storage as I was in the midst of the very exciting message. But being reborn into the true version of you, like how incredibly paradoxical the message is. being reborn into who you truly are, who you always were, but you were made believe that, you know, that you need to wear a mask, that you need to play a role in order to be loved, or in order to be accepted, or in order to be approved or validated. You know, like you apply it like however it is applicable in your own journey. But like that scene was so beautiful, because I was like, oh my God, you know, if you truly want to be reborn into following your heart, into someone who follows your heart, into someone who is like truly connected to God, to Creator, to creation, into someone who is connected to themselves, you need to understand that you need to be willing to leave the old identity behind and follow the path of this beautiful, beautiful connection with your heart. And through your heart, you connect to the divine, you connect to that beautiful, beautiful parent to all of us, mother, father, everything, you know? But again, I keep saying, people, that you need to be willing to look within and acknowledge the pain. And only by that you will be able to leave that identity behind. Because if you're holding on into pain, if you're holding on to resentment, you will never be able to free yourself from it in order to transform into a new version of the true you, the aligned you, and step into your purpose. Because everyone here is for a reason. You found that message for a reason. You are, as a human being, here for a reason. That's why I called my channel Here for a Reason, because there are so many ways, there are so many things to which there is a reason for, basically. My coffee is a little bit too strong, even to my liking. So I don't know why I took the cards today, but let's see. Since I have the cards and I have this Priestess Oracle, which I'm going to pull one card from it. So first tarot, the Sun, the Sun. Your path is illuminated, guys. You just need to have your eyes open, you know. How does he say? Let them hear who have ears to hear, let them see who have eyes to see, you know. You need to understand that the time of betrayal, the time of disappointments, the time of pain is your choice to either stay in that timeline or move out of your comfort zone, move out of that era of your life, of that season that felt like it's endless season. Yes, guys, the tower. You feel like something is already either crumbling beneath your feet, or you finally start to recognize the need that something has to change. And if you don't change, by the way, and I'm not saying it to scare you or anything, but I'm just bringing you information like as awareness, because if you are not willing to make a change, get out of your comfort zone, or make a shift voluntarily, God will bring it. So transformation will happen. Either you want it or not, but transformation in terms of, well, no, not transformation, I stand corrected. A change will happen, whether you want it or not, through some ground-shaking events in your life, whether it's, I don't know, a separation, divorce, or loss of job, or need to move, or something like that. And hopefully, like, it's not, but sometimes it comes in, well, not sometimes, quite often, it comes in the form of physical illness too, which shakes you to your core. So that change will come if you're not willing to listen to the nudges from Creator, from creation, and do something to change your reality. Like, the change will find you. And from there, it will be your choice whether you want to transform your life or keep living in in the heartbreak and in the misery and in the status quo. You're guided. Your path is illuminated. You're never alone. You are never alone. You're on the right path if you choose the path of going back to yourself, opening your heart. Oh, I feel the rain. I see the rain. Beautiful. I feel like some of you guys are being purified currently through I wanted to say seers. Well, maybe you stumbled upon a seer. I don't know. But through tears right now, I feel like you are being purified. So cry, baby, cry. Don't hold your tears, okay? Because through tears you're purifying, you're purging, okay? Give yourself some self-love, guys. Give yourself some self-love and do something that sparks the passion within you. Like, you have not done anything loving for yourself lately or at all. So it is time for you to start loving on yourself and doing something that brings you joy, that brings you that beautiful, enthusiastic, like, spark within you, like the passion. And okay, Spirit, one more card. What is your guidance? What is your guidance? What is your guidance? One card from Tarot, please. Rest. You need to rest physically. Allow yourself to rest. I keep saying that a lot. Spirit, what is your message? Be patient. Be patient. So start planting the seeds of your own metamorphosis, and be patient with the process, guys. I'm telling you, be patient with the process, because look at that. Your happy moment, your happy life is already existing in another timeline, in another, like, it's just like at the different, it's vibrating right now at a different frequency. That's why you don't feel it yet. But the life of abundance, the life of happiness, it is already existing. And the moment you make it, you know, like, how does it say? Your future is defined by the actions that you take today. So the moment you decide that enough is enough, I want to change my life, I want to live a beautiful and wonderful life, the moment you make a decision of taking the responsibility and accountability for your choices and for the quality of your life, like, this timeline already is created. The moment you decide happiness, abundance, beautiful, 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 beautiful life. And I want to take, like, because I felt like this a deck was calling your name. So, because initially I didn't plan to take it, but let's see. Because this one is from messages from Mary Magdalene, from Yeshua, from Isis, at least how I perceive that. Okay, Yeshua, what is your message? Mary, Yeshua, what is your guidance? What is your message? I've been connecting, like, really, really deeply with Mary Magdalene lately, and Isis also found me. So it's beautiful connection. What is the message for this collective? Guys, what is the message for this collective? The sun. Remember, we had the sun in tarot too. Pure joy, pranic life force, highest light. This is what is waiting for you once you allow yourself to let go of the old identity and be willing to step into a new path, from where you find your purpose, from where you find your happiness, from where the rewards that you are going to be reaping from the seeds that you plant today, ooh, undescribable, guys. And this is like my testament, because testimonial or whatever, you know, because I know like this beautiful, yeah, empowerment, divine strength, warrior of light. This is you. You are divinely guided. You are a warrior of light. So you're strong. You're way stronger than you think. So start acting like one. You are way stronger than you think. Trust me. Trust me. Just trust me. You are way stronger than you think. You are way stronger, much stronger than you give yourself credit for. Serious, serious, divine alignment, cosmic yes, higher technologies. And again, with the Sun card in tarot, the Sun card in tarot is a yes card from God, from universe, and this is just another confirmation. We got two suns and we got two yeses today. So cosmic yes, divine alignment, you are aligning, guys. You are aligning, like with the star. You did see the star card. You are aligning. You're on the right path. This is beautiful. Divine beauty, presence, power, pure, like Venusian galactics, divine beauty, presence, power, pure love. A lot of you guys are embodying divine feminine energy. Most of you are. It doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman, but if you're embodying more feminine energy, this message is for you. You're connected. You're protected. Guys, I hope that, okay, you know what? I want to take one more card. Creation. Yes. You're protected, guys. You are protected. Dragons, sacred allies, divine protection, Sophia Christ. You are protected. Guys, you are protected on your endeavors and on your path. You are never alone. Okay, creation. What is the message you have of guidance for this collective? We'll wrap it up. What is your guidance? Again, another confirmation, guys. Double confirmation. I did not make that up. That card just came out. I just like wanted to come out. It came out and I grabbed it. Anubis. Transition, divine protection, self-passage. Transition. You're transitioning from the old version of you into a new version of you, coming back to your true self. And God wants to tell you that on that journey, on that transitioning from the old to the new, in that metamorphosis, from the old ways of being to the new ways of being, where you see your worth, where you know that you are enough, where you know that you are lovable, where you are not allowing the BS and being hurt anymore in your life, when you don't allow people to treat you with disrespect or treat you like any less than you truly desire and deserve. Guys, you are protected in that transition, in that process. So all you need to do is make the first step and the rest will come. Empower, surrender. Surrender. Surrender to the nudges, surrender to the inner voice, surrender to God, creation, all that is. Because right now you're being asked to trust those inner feelings. Trust your intuition. Surrender. Because you are being asked right now to make this first step into your personal transformation, into your personal metamorphosis, in alchemizing basically yourself into that beautiful new version of you that once you dreamt of being. Hope that makes sense, guys. Okay, I will wrap it up. Yeah, you are aligned, divine alignment, guys. Pyramids here. Divine protection again. Guys, are you kidding me? Like third time, renewal, divine protection, holy manifestation. You're manifesting the new version of you. You're manifesting a new life and you're protected on that journey, on that decision. All you need to do is make the first step and the rest will follow. Guys, I hope that message did resonate with you on one or another level. And if you feel like anyone in your life can benefit from that message, please feel free to share that message, comment, subscribe, like, and let me know. What do you feel? What is your journey? If you feel comfortable, of course. Anyway, I will see you. I'll see you when I see you. I'll see you next time. And by the way, don't mind my face because I did something like a little tea tree overdose. Tea tree oil overdose for my face. but it will pass. It will pass. So I look like I had like a facial. It looks kind of funny, but I know you love me, so I'm pretty sure it doesn't mind. You don't mind. You don't mind it. It's more important what I say than how I look. So, guys, I love you so much. I'm sending you lots of blessings, lots of love, and lots of sunshine, even if it's raining. But through this rain, you are being purified. You are being purified. So if you feel like crying, please cry. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel every single emotion that needs to be felt. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Bye.